Hello, everybody. I'm going to have a conversation today with Matt Dellar, MW. That's Master of Wine, for those of you not into acronyms. He's the Chief Global Sales and Marketing Officer for Villa Maria. And we've invited him into this conversation today to have a discussion that will help all of us with this brand as we are becoming a major force in the U.S. market for them. Welcome, Matt.
Thanks, Ron. And hi, TJ. Nice to join you guys.
Hi, Matt.
Let's just jump right in. In the world of global brands, misconceptions are common and often unfair, actually. Please clear up the common misconceptions about Villa Maria that our team needs to know.
Yeah, absolutely. I would say number one is if you were to look at the New Zealand section of market shelf, you're going to see Villa Maria Private Bin sitting there alongside other wines between $12 and $15. And the reason it's priced $12 to $15 is not because it's made that way, but because that's where the vast majority of New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc is sold. In reality, the winemaking and the viticulture and the vineyards for Private Bin Sauvignon Blanc far more closely resemble, say, the wines of Cloudy Bay or Craigie Range or Grey Wacky, Dog Point, those kind of $20 plus Sauvignon Blancs. So that's the first myth that I want to bust, is that we're like any of the other $12 to $15 Sauvignon Blancs. Villa Maria Private Bin Sauvignon Blanc is drastically different to those, and I encourage anyone to line those wines up in that price point, and you're going to see one very stark outlier in the Villa Maria. It comes from our history. So Sir George Vistanich, our founder, from the very first time that he made wine, he leased a hectare of grapes from his parents in Auckland and made two wines, which he entered into the Royal Easter Show Wine Awards and won the second and third prize. And that was the most formative moment, I guess, in the history of Villa Maria, because from then on he fell in love or became obsessed with the concept of benchmarking Villa Maria against both New Zealand and global competition in international wine shows, international wine critics. And secondly, he never wanted to get second place again. So quality has always been the driver for Villa Maria. And when you look at a viticultural map of Marlborough, most of the companies that form the majority of volume sales in the US, when they were coming to plant vineyards, they wanted large blocks of flat land, easy to manage, cheap to manage, high yielding. So that was not Sir George's MO. He flew around in a light plane and found all these kind of marginal, craggy, extreme vineyard sites that are really expensive and really difficult to manage, but they produce incredible flavors, intensity of flavor and vibrancy of flavor and diversity of flavor. And that's really what distinguishes Villa Maria Private Bin Sauvignon Blanc. Another, I guess, misconception is that as a global brand, I guess that we don't care for the environment, which couldn't be any further from the truth. For all of our 60 years, we've been a family-owned, New Zealand-owned wine business, fiercely independent, flying the flag, and amongst a sea of consolidation. And as such, as any of us do in our own families, we really care about the future, and we really care about the planet, and we really care about the next generation and the generation after that. Not only do we, come from a heritage of family ownership, but we're a family ourselves. We call ourselves the big little business. We're 300 people, and we all know each other, and we all care about each other, and we care about our customers, and we care about the planet. So Villa Maria is the largest producer of organic wine in New Zealand. For example, we've been farming organically since 1999, and quite a large proportion of our company vineyards are organically farmed. And throughout the production process, there's just no stone left unturned to ensure that we're incredibly sustainable. We led the way with Sustainable Wine Growers New Zealand in the 90s. We're now certified with 6 different sustainability bodies globally. So we spend a huge amount of time being audited and certified, but it's worth it, because it just like we like to benchmark our wines in the global competitions, we like to benchmark our sustainability, and we our continuous goal is to be the most sustainable winery in New Zealand.
And so it sounds like right in the middle of there, you also debunked a possible misconception that Villa Maria is some entity of a large corporation. It's still a family-run business, and 300 employees is not a very large business. That definitely still qualifies as small business in the United States for sure. So I'm glad you brought that up, and I'm sorry to interrupt, but I wanted to make sure we caught that very clearly.
Yeah, and I guess we're perceived to be bigger than we are because, we're, one of the top 15 most admired wine companies, and have been for the last 7 years in a row in the esteemed drinks drinks international top 50 wine brands in the world. So I guess we, as I say, we call ourselves the big little company. We feel big to some, but we're small, we're boutique, and we behave like that in the vineyards and winery.
Offer our sales team power words or concepts that will season our conversations about Villa Maria, properly reflect the brand identity, and create curiosity among our buyers.
Yeah, absolutely. We have done a lot of work talking to all of the people at Villa Maria, from the vineyard, winery, through to the bottling line, through to sales, marketing, to understand to them what makes Villa Maria unique. What are our beliefs? What are our shared beliefs? And what is our purpose? And what the researcher that we hired, who's very experienced, had almost never seen such consistency coming through in a company, and we were able to distill it down into 4 pillars, and I'm going to distill those pillars into single words. The first pillar is about greatness, and it sounds very unhumble for Kiwis, because Kiwis are terrible at blowing our own trumpet. But originally we had quality, and quality just wasn't enough, because quality can mean anything. It's almost a meaningless word in today's world. Our winemakers are obsessed. And they're obsessed with greatness. There's no other benchmark for them. So we call the pillar create great, but I would say obsession and greatness would be 2 of the power words that I would identify for Villa Maria. The next pillar was called lead the way. So leadership would be the next power word, and what that means is that Villa Maria has never been afraid to lead the industry, and sometimes the world, in new initiatives, whether it be being the first company to, certainly of our scale in the world, to convert all of our closures over to screw caps back in 2001. Incredibly bold and brave move. The huge move to organics. We never wait for anyone to show us the way. We lead the way. So leadership is inherent at Villa Maria. The next is, so the next pillar is stand as one, and I would distill that power word would be family, for me. So stand as one or family is that, while we are 300 people at Villa Maria, we are one family, and actually we welcome our global import partners into our family. Everyone that we're talking to today, we consider part of our wider family, because for us, the family are the people who believe in Villa Maria and believe in our vision and believe in the ideal, that New Zealand is a great place to make wine, can make great wines, and can make great wines at scale. And we're the only winery in New Zealand making wines of our quality at our scale. And that's something to believe in. We all believe in it, and our global import partners believe in it. Our growers believe in it. The guys that supply us our bottles believe in it. So that concept of family is a really important power word for us. And then our fourth pillar is act with care. I guess it's sustainability could be a word, but again, I think, so much of what people call sustainability, the bar is set too low. So our pillar is act with care. I would say love would be probably the power word that I would associate with that, because we genuinely have a love for the planet. We genuinely have a love for our people. We genuinely have a love for our customers. And we want to deliver a wine that's pure. We want to deliver a wine that isn't pumped full of chemicals, and that doesn't come into the bottle with a lot of vineyard residues, with a lot of additives, with a lot of preservatives. We shy away from that. So we love our customers by doing that, and by doing that we also love our planet, because it means that we're always looking for ways to substitute the easy way out of managing melodies of the vine. So I guess in summary, obsession, greatness, leadership, family, and love would be my power words for Villa Maria.
Those are great words. And I really love, pardon the double use of the word, that you end with love, because all those other things that you're using as your dedications are really rooted in that, right? Y'all are in love with what you're trying to accomplish, and in doing so have chosen well to do it the right way. Matt, I really appreciate your time. This is going to be a great message to our team, who I firmly believe will transfer it to our client base.